Alright, now we're recording. Okay, so, first thing I was doing was I was going over my, all my different stuff here. So, like, specifically my gambits, I've got a lot of new gambit stuff. So, I'm just getting that worked on. We're gonna make this fire leak, cast fire. So what I've done here, Vaughn's basically the same. Since I'm going to be controlling Vaughn for most of the playthrough, I didn't feel it necessary to give him a bunch of different gambits. And I'm mostly going to have him as gambit off anyway. Balthier, I haven't changed any of his. Basically, if an ally is in need of a potion or an antidote, he will supply those. I just wanted to make that a little bit more clear there. For Fran, I have added 2 uses for the spell fire. One is if they are coated in oil, which makes them immediately weak to fire. That is a deliberate action. I want to make sure I follow that up. The other one is if they're just weak to fire, she'll just hurl fire at them. And then I'm also on these 3. So for Bosch, I had him leading kind of a second party while I was grinding. So nearest visible, he'll attack, and I'll actually put this ahead of that. So if the party leader isn't targeting anything, but something targets him, he will counterattack. And then the nearest visible has that. For Ash, she's still got her cure. She will attack the party leader's target or attack what's attacking her. And then same thing with Pinello here, but I've given her the ability to use first aid on anybody who is HP critical, because that's what first aid is for. So you may also notice my voice is not that great compared to the last time I streamed. Still getting over a cold, so still dealing with that. So anyway, first thing we need to do is I did grind. I got everybody up to level 13. It didn't take all that long with the fast forward. I think it took about maybe an hour and a half at most. But I need to go through some license boards. So I have some licenses written down that I absolutely need to get. For Vaughn, there's 2 we need. The first is Shields. Shields 2. And then we also need Light Armor 3. And then I'm going to get him Ninja Swords 1. We don't have any of these yet, but I'm getting them anyway. And then I'm going to get him some more. We don't have the ability to get any of this more expensive equipment, so we're going to wait on that. I'm instead just going to get him some more hit points, because he is a squishy boy, and he needs the help. We'll do that. Expand this down so we can get to the battle lore, because he's got 4 of these. Make him more of a damage dealer. Balthier needs guns 2 all the way back here. We will grab that because I have a new gun for him, and we'll grab Tides of Fate. There we go. And then we need to grab... There wasn't anything else specifically on my list, so I will go ahead and grab, let's see, Potion Lore 2. Get his potions to be even better. And we'll hang on to the rest so we can get Achilles later. Fran needs Maces 1. And I wanted to point this out because I thought this was cool. So there are these kind of offshoots. I'm not entirely sure how to get to these yet, because again, this license board system is different than what I'm used to. But I mean, some of this stuff is like magic. Like there's White Magic 7. Oh, that's weird. Stuff like that. Oh, we need to get Feral Strike. There we go. So that we can get White Magic 2. There we go. But yeah, you've got Black Magic 9 and 10 over here. And she also has great swords. So apparently red mages in this game go, screw rapiers. I want a big sword. So that's kind of cool. Not sure how long it's going to take for me to get access to those, but we'll see. And then I'm going to grab Shields 1 for her as well. And then I could get maces too, but there aren't any maces for me to grab there. And then I'm just going to start grabbing some magic kind of on the outskirts here. White Magic 4, yes please. I bought Rays specifically for that. And then I'll grab Arcane Magic 2, because Death will be very nice. And that'll get us closer to Dispel, which is good. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can get for her. Bosch, I don't really have a plan for. He's got pretty much everything he needs at the moment. So we'll just grab Battle Lore. Grab Fulminating Darkness. And then we have another Battle Lore there if we want to grab that. Last Stand would be a good idea. Just short. I can grab this HP increase though, so I'll do that. Alright, cool. So that's Bosch. Ash. Ash doesn't really have a whole lot I can get for her that we can afford. In terms of equipment, but I can keep getting her some HP increases, or I can get Heaven's Wrath, which would be a second ability for her. Let's do that. Infuse, fully consume user's MP, changing one ally's HP to 10 times that amount, which is cool. And then I can have her consume HP to just try to coup de grace an enemy. Heaven's Wrath. There we go. And then this is big stuff here. We can wait on that. Remedies. Oh yeah, so remedies are a type of item that are kind of universal. At the beginning, they only cure like 3 different effects, but you can get remedy lores, kind of like I've been getting potion lores. You can get remedy lores to make remedies more useful by a character. So I'm going to grab a couple of those for Ash. And then... since I'm going to be doing remedy stuff for her, she should probably get some Gambit slots. Or I'll grab Inquisitor, actually. That way we can get to Katana 2 when we need it, and we've got a couple of HP increases we can grab as well. Alright, and then Pinello. Pinello has something that we need. It is Light Armor 3. There we go. And then she will get Battle Lore. HP up. And I'm kind of freestyling it here. That one. Or we've got this one over here. This one would be the cheap one. Brawler. Oh, right. If she doesn't have an item equipped. Let me see here. The Goku pull. Let's get her some more hit points. And did I give her Potion Lore 1? I don't think she even has access to Potion Lore 1, but I can give her Potion Lore 2. That's funny. There's potion lore 1. Let's grab Gambit slot and potion lore 1. There we go. All right, that'll work. Yeah, that's a good spot for all of them. So now we can go to equipment because I did some pre-shopping and just optimize everybody's equipment. Bam, there we go. All done. All right, cool. So that's all done. Now that we're done there, ooh, excuse me. Let us go ahead and save first off. Oh, also, I turned up the game audio a bit. I noticed when I was rewatching parts of my previous streams that the audio was really quiet for the game, so I turned that up a bit. Hopefully it won't interfere with my speech too much. Do I have stuff to sell? Yes, I do, because I just equipped a bunch of stuff. So we will work with what we've got and go from there. Let's see. I want to keep that. And don't need that right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did sell all of the loot that I got from just murdering everything over and over. I didn't get anything cool in the bazaar. I actually didn't get a single thing pop in the bazaar. I also got some extra gambit stuff so I could set up some more specific gambits later on. But we're slowly but surely piecing together what we need here. But anyway, I have a couple things that I wanted to talk about at this point, because at this point, I don't remember much about Final Fantasy XII story. I have a lot of... I know I've played past this point, but the point to where I got is pretty much the cap of what I remember. Sorry. 1 second. Nope. What are you doing? So I've been trying to recall what I can, and honestly I can't recall a whole lot about where the characters are going and all that stuff. I'm like fading in and out of my microphone as I'm ducking and diving for different things. But what this allows me to do, and one of the reasons why I wanted to play Final Fantasy XII, is kind of look at the story from the player's standpoint. Which is an odd thing to say, but I've been running Dungeons and Dragons games for years. And so I've been trying to kind of improve my skill set there. And part of that...
When Vossler learned my father had been killed the night of the treaty signing, he returned to Ravenaster, there to aid my escape. There was still time before Vane's reach extended too far. We thought that you could protect me.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
However, when I then made the announcement that you had taken your own life, I must have seemed a model citizen of the Empire. The announcement, you see, was Vane's suggestion.
Oh.
Of course, at the time I was reluctant, but I could not perceive his reasons. Now it is clear he meant to drive a wedge between us.
Halim, we are past all this. Bushirba must stand with us. We can stop Vane.
Can we, though? He's already in a position of power.
I once knew a girl whose only wish was to be carried in her uncle's arms. Your Majesty is a woman grown now.
Then Bushirba will aid me.
Suppose for a moment you were to defeat Vane. What then? You cannot simply rebuild your kingdom with the only proof of your birthright stolen. Without that, The Grand Kiltia Sanba Omises cannot and will not recognize your majesty as the rightful heir.
That is a problem.
You may yet be a princess, but without proof of your identity, you are powerless. You will remain with me. We do nothing till the time is right.
I cannot just wait.
Then what does your majesty propose we do?
Uncle Halim.
Incidentally, what is the going rate for rescuing princesses these days? Food would be a start. The good stuff, mind you.
This can be arranged, though it will take some time.
Time enough for a bath, I hope. Dirty business, you know. Best bring a change of clothes, too.
I just love that he snarks in the background during that whole thing.
What are you doing? This is Balthier's ship.
I'm going to retrieve the Dawn Shard. It's the proof that I need. I know where it's hidden. I'll return his airship later.
Are you crazy?
This is something that I have to do. Not only for myself, but for all those who have fallen. I will not be made to hide. I'll fight alone if I must.
You still have Bosch, right? Besides, you can't just go around stealing people's ships. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to concentrate.
That's quite enough, Your Majesty. What do you think? A bit over the top?
In my line of work, you never know when something like this might come in handy.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Now that's just straight up magic.
I'm leaving you with the Marquis.
You can't.
Trust me, you're better off staying here.
Suppose you kidnapped me instead. You're a sky pirate, aren't you? Then steal me. Is that so much to ask?
What do you have that I would want?
The Dynast King's treasure. The Dawn Shard is but one of the riches that lie waiting in King Wraithwall's tomb.
Oh.
King Wraithwall, you say?
Kidnapping royalty is a serious offense. It won't do much to lower the bounty on your head.
How much is the price on your head these days, I wonder?
Allow me to escort you in Vosla's place.
Snark, snark, snark.
Will you be joining us?
What? Are you kidding? I don't want to stick around this place.
Then I'm coming too.
Canelo?
Don't leave me here.
I'm already buckled in. You can't take me out of the
course
ship.
not.
Then it's settled. We should leave before the Marquis realizes she's missing, like proper kidnappers.
Meanwhile, oh, that was okay. Screen darkener. The cutscenes were taking too long.
Dr. Sid, does this set Draclaw?
I have confirmed he receives funds from Lord Vane. His agency in the fall of Nabudis is also certain. Yet, with Judge Zect, who led the assault, missing, the truth remains difficult to ascertain.
The long, cold years have clouded my eyes. I cannot see my own son's heart.
My lord.
This illness will claim me. So then,
is to be my successor? The Senate fears the capable Peregrine Vane. They prefer a young fledgling emperor.
Someone they can manipulate.
Gabranth, once in the past I laid siege to your homeland.
The Republic of Landis is long since gone. My allegiance lies wholly with the Empire.
Perhaps. But what of your brother? He did not accept us as you did. He fled to Dalmasca. Did you never think to follow him?
I follow his every move. He is an enemy of the Empire. He will be cut down.
So you would kill even your own brother for the Empire. Be that as it may, Gabranth, your ruthlessness is not without merit. But it must not become this way with Larsa. You must ensure that it does not.
So then you ask me to be his sword, to strike where he might not.
Rather be his shield. Gabranth, keep your close watch on Vane. His is the keenest blade of all.
My lord.
Do this for me, Gabranth. I could not bear to see my sons war with each other again.
Again, you say? Interesting. Guess what? More cutscene. Okay. This is actually a great place to pick up this discussion. Whoop.
Whoa. This come in handy often?
It's tough being popular. Wouldn't want any admirers dropping in while we're away. Well now, that's as far as she goes. We'll be in Yacht from here onwards.
Oh yeah, the Yacht.
Across the Sand Sea, to the Valley of the Dead, and to King Wraithwall's tomb below.
So when you're in Yacht, Skystones don't work at all. That's why we gotta hoof it the rest of the way, you see?
Happy you get to teach me something for a change?
Well, if you want to be a sky pirate, you gotta know your... Hey, what do you mean for a change?
Come on,
At least we
discuss
thought
it.
to bring
I'm smarter than
entertainment.
you.
Oh yeah? Says who? You want to see what they think about it?
I wouldn't be so confident.
She's just like, oh my god, I gotta babysit. But yeah, so what I was going to mention is part of this rework that I'm doing. You can see everybody's changed equipment. It's great. Is trying to run a game from a more, I don't know, a higher a higher up position, like looking down on. No, normally when I've been running stuff, I run stuff out of books all the time. So you get stuff like, okay, this is the next set of encounters, this is the next city they'll be in, stuff like that. And I'm trying to make it seem more organic, what's going on in the background. Ooh, we got some new equipment we can buy here soon. Oh man, look at all this stuff. I'll have to get some more materials for sure. Ooh, Jesus. Poach. Jeez. Okay. Aqua, disable. Got all sorts of stuff here. Cool. Okay. Anyway. Yep. Elementals. Ooh. Anyway. So, let me save again. No. His name is actually No. Hi. Okay. So in order to do that, there's a couple of RPG systems that use the idea of fronts. And so part of why I'm playing this game in particular is of all the Final Fantasy games, I felt this one has felt the most modern D&D style campaign style thing. hard to explain. But anyway, so as I'm playing this, I'm going to be kind of looking at this from the idea of where the fronts are, what's going on kind of in the background. And this is a great time to bring it up because we know the Arcadian Empire is wanting to secure their dominion over Dalmasca. That's why they had kidnapped. They had found and arrested Princess Ash earlier. They were trying to get the Dusk Shard and install kind of a puppet. Now that we've escaped, but we don't have the Dusk Shard, it's kind of weird where that's sitting. Also, sand. Isn't that weird? It's bizarre. Actual physical phenomenon, though.
So, where exactly is Wraithwall's tomb?
Far to the west. We must first cross the Yogir Yensa, and beyond that, the Nam Yensa, before we reach the tomb. An expanse of desert larger still than all of Dalmasca. We must pace ourselves. If you grow tired, we stop and take rest.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm tougher than I look.
You are at that.
So then that's one opposing front. Another opposing front that we have right now is Begamnon. We know that Begamnon is actively hunting Balthier, and he went so far as to kidnap Penelo to try to lure him there. And so that is how the fronts advance, is without the party doing anything. The idea is that the fronts will advance to get to their end goal. And so with Begamnon, that is a direct opposition. His end goal is to capture Balthier and turn him in for his bounty. So that's always going to come at a head with the party. With the Empire, though, they've got machinations in the background where if we don't stop them, they will do what their end goal is. We don't necessarily know what the full end goal is yet. We know that part of it is getting dominion over Dalmasca. But past that, it's kind of up in the air. And so we're not 100% sure what's going on there. As part of that, we also have Vayne, who is being shown as a different threat. That is a different front, and we don't know how Vayne interacts with the Empire yet, or with us necessarily. So there's a lot of questions there at this point in the story of, why does he have Sid? What is he planning on doing there, So it's interesting taking a look at this from the perspective of a player and then seeing, what do I do in order to use this information to run a D&D game. So yeah, just how those fronts are presented when those key points are brought to our attention, that's going to be the important parts of what I'm looking at here. So when I start commenting on story stuff, that's the perspective that I'm going for. Yeah. Excuse me. These succulent fruits are going to be worth something, I hope. Hey, you get back here. Oh, Balthier's attacking something again. What are you attacking now? Where even is Balthier? Where did you go? Okay, well, I'll help Fran here. Ah, that's an attack boost. I need to double check Balthier's gambits. I think one of his gambits is set incorrectly. Alright. Ah, that would be it. He's attacking foes with the lowest hit points. We'll set that the same as we have most of the others. There we go. That should cool him off just a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna be having this map up the whole time, basically, because this area is a maze. I do remember this area being a pain in the butt to navigate.
To draw oil from the ground. Abandoned many years now, it seems.
Did Dalmaskans build this?
No, the Rosarians. Their empire lies far to the west, ever at war with Arcadia. Heedless of the kingdoms caught in their midst. Dalmasca, Nabrodia, Landis.
'Tis the small craft's fate to watch the list of the galleons and pray for light winds.
Vossler. Why are you here?
Imagine my surprise when upon my return to Bogerba, I find both you and the Lady Ash have vanished. I thought you above consorting with sky pirates.
Balthier is a man worthy of our trust, and it was the Lady Ash's decision. I am content to lend my arm, as I could not when Rassler died, when her throne was taken. Never again. I will defend her this time.
You walk the Knight's path. The Lady Ash?
We should leave this place.
Let me guess. Sandstorm?
Something far worse.
I see. So the Dawn Shard does lie in King Wraithwall's tomb. The Marquis sympathizes with your plight, yet the Empire perches as a carrion bird on his shoulder. He can keep whispers of your abduction silent for only so long.
Yes. Tell me, Vossler, what have you accomplished?
We leave at once. This is Urutan Yensa territory, and they are unfond of visitors.
Land shark. Also totally not Tusken Raiders.
Looks like we've attracted the wrong sort of attention. Let's quit this place while we still can. Move!
Vossler! Have you found the means to restore Dalmasca?
First, we must claim the Dawn Shard. It all begins with that.
Yay! Yay! I assume that's good. That's what you get for dodging that first attack. How dare you? Oh, there's a trap. But there's a treasure. Oh, Fran. How dare you? An ancient sword. Swords 3 on hit petrify? Oh. Okay. That sounds good. Ah, he's hasted. Did you see that little clock icon? Yeah, they're hasted. Ow. Everybody focus this one. Nice. Get the hasted ones first. Nice. Ooh, Phoenix down. Thank you. I will definitely need that for later. Nice. This looks like there's treasure up here. Sure is. A remedy. Oh, nice. I was talking about those earlier. I will need to buy some next time we go into a town. Yeah, the instant kill. Alright, cool. Let us swap here. And we'll give leadership to Bosch. There we go. And we will turn Bosch's gambits off. There we are. Yeah, I'm gonna try to level everybody as evenly as possible, because you can get kind of out of hand if you don't. Try to use my guests as a good idea of where I should be. Oh, treasure. Eye drops, huh? Yeah, look at this map. It's insane. Our end goal is over here, I think? Like right here? One of these two spots. It's just such a mess. Yeah. Which way do I want to go here? Because I get the feeling one of these two is like a save point. I don't know. Let's go north. Let's go north first. Eat him. I just love that I can just go up to a single enemy, get ready to fight, and then just fast forward the fight. Hey there. Oh no, what happened? Oh yeah, these enemies are like a semi-important plot point at one point in Tactics A2. I'm playing A2 in my off time, and so since it also takes place in Evil East, there's some of the stuff that, oh my god, I thought he got knocked off the platform. That would have been hilarious. Golden amulet. That sounds like an accessory. Yeah. Doubles license points. Accessory 6. That might not be a bad idea. Anybody get accessory 6 right now? Oh, Ash can. Well, not quite. She doesn't have the points for it. There's accessory 6 for Vaughn. for Balthier is there. I might as well grab this. There you go. It looks like Ash is the best person there. Okay. We'll have to remember that. Yep. Balthier, what are you doing? Thank you, sir. Oh, jeez. That is a lot of friends that you have? Oh jeez. Fran's been silenced. Okay, let's fix that real quick. Echo Herb. There you go. And Balthier's asleep. Just fall asleep. Don't worry about him. Let's see. Wake up. Oh, whoops. I killed him. He's fine. Whoopsie. Alright, what was I gonna look at? Oh yeah, back to licenses. She's got it now. Hooray! So now when Ash is in the party, we'll get double. Does get rid of her bangle, though. Is there anybody else that can equip that? Yes. There we go. Cool. Alright, so... how are we doing on experience? Pretty close. Okay. Be nice if this area I'm going to has a save crystal. There we go. Hey. Oh right, I'm gonna have a huge chain going if I keep killing these enemies. I need to go the other way. Yeah. Beer tongue. That's not the type of enemy I've been fighting. Oh, these things. Oh god. Regenerating HP. Nice. Alright, cool. Got them all. That's what we needed. Please be a safe spot. It's not. Zertinan Caverns. Okay. I don't have a map for this area? That's concerning. This is definitely not the way I'm supposed to go. Okay. Let's swap in these two. There we go. Oh, yep. We need to leave. This area is past our level. By a lot. Thank you, Ash. You're the best. Okay. Oh, treasure. Oh, what are you? Albania. Fish. Airfish. Hello. I can't grab this treasure. There we go. Oh, it's a potion. Okay. Didn't really need it, but that's fine. Oh, there's another one. How are you doing today, Ernie M? I'm just wandering around the desert. Not a whole lot going on. Alright, well, at least we know where that goes. Let's take a look at the map here. Yeah, I can work my way around. That works. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. This way's shorter. Come here, you. Ooh. Alright, calm down. That hurts. There we go. Excuse you, you were already dead. How dare you? Treasure. A barbet. I believe that's heavy armor? Yes? It is. And it's better than what Bosch has. And he's the only person that can equip it. So we'll do that. Thank you, random treasure. Yeah, I should be getting 2 license points per enemy killed at this point. So hopefully I'll be able to get some more license stuff here soon. It's a twap. Ow. That said 1. Okay, well. I did equip the item, right? Like, I did that? Yeah, I did. Okay. I was like, maybe I didn't equip it? No, I equipped it. I've done stupider things, so I wouldn't put it past me. Nice. Got rid of that chain, though. Oh, there was a treasure over here. Hey, you guys deal with that. I'm gonna pick this up. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm back. Oh, cool, you killed it. Hey, cool. We'll keep this party for a little while. Flip back over to party number. Oh, this is a lot. Okay. What do we got here? Okay. There's a lot in here, and I don't know if it's a good idea for us to fight it right now. Does anybody have arrow? I don't think so. Yeah, no. They're just white magics. Uh-oh. Oh, Vossler. Okay. Alright, well, Vossler made the decision for us. Here we go. Hey, cool, we won. Alright. I hope you enjoyed that fight, because I saw about 10% of it. Nice. Oh, please don't step on that. Okay. Hey, cool. Nice. And a high ether. All right, that works. That was kind of worth it. Kind of not really. I wonder if it's only Ash that's getting double the license points. I'll have to take a look at that. Okay, so she's at 48, while Vaughn is... Well, okay. Let's go kill... Let's look at this when we kill one enemy. Fran should be up to 40, and Ash should be up to 50 if what I suspect is true. So let's do that real quick. Let's go kill this guy. Come here, you. Alright, he died. Yes, okay, so it's only Ash that's getting the bonus. Got it. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. She's the one with the item equipped, so... That makes absolute perfect sense. Oh look, another trap. There's actually treasure here. No, there's not. It's just a trap. Okay. Oh, wait, nope. There it is. Ash, you got dangerously close to that. Ooh, reflect. Is that just straight up magic that I just picked up? That's cool. Would you stop hitting me? I got the point the first 2 times. You didn't have to hit me 2 more. Alright, we're at an 8 chain already. I like how this party has almost the same attack speed, so everybody attacks at once. Hey, there's our chain level up. Now we're gonna really start raking in the loot. Oh! That's the elementals we were warned about. I almost ran right into that thing. Hey! Good job, Ash. Alright, Penelo should be very close, right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep using these 3 until they hit 15 and then swap back over. Oh yeah, this map is awful. I have no idea where the plot goes from here, but I know this map is the bane of my existence. Because for those of you that may not know, I get lost easily in real life. And so, when I get shown an area like this in a game, it's just like, oh no. Oh man, I'm gonna be rolling in loot when I get back to town. Also, Penelo has 1,000 hit points? When did that happen? What? I didn't think I got that many hit point bonuses for her, but I guess I did. Dang. Does she have the most hit points in the entire group? That would be hilarious. She has more than the tank right now. Which, I mean, I guess that makes her the tank. Yeah, she has 100 more hit points than Vaughn. A musk stick? Vossler. Dude. Oh, Vossler, you're an idiot. Now Ash has to put in extra work to make sure that we don't die. It's all your fault. Okay. How are we looking? Okay. Yeah, we're making decent progress. Let's move over here. We're going around all the circles. I got tickets to this carnival and I'm not leaving until I do all the rides. Hey. There we go. Oh boy, money. Just what I needed. Vossler leveled up. Come on. Come at me. Awesome. Okay. Still doing good, still doing good. Nice. I forget, can the... Oh god, it's got reflect on. Oh jeez. Alright, don't piss off the giant flaming ball of fire. Alright, cool. I assume there's treasure? There is not treasure. I have been lied to. Okay. Where does that put us? Okay, we need to go back around the traps. Vossler. Also, I think Ash's cure hit first. And because of that, Pinello's first aid failed when it hit. Whoops. Oh, we got 2 treasure chests. Ooh, look at this. A high potion and Gil. Nice. Alright, so we can go this way, which will send us down here, which I assume is the direction we need to go. Or we can go this way, see where that arrow takes us. Yeah, let's do that. We need more levels anyway. Hey, alright. Speaking of which, there we go. Vaughn's back in charge. This is a terrible idea. Vossler. Alright, you take care of that yourself, buddy. Alright, fine, we'll help. Gonna ruin our combo, how dare you. 41 chain down the toilet because Vossler can't control his sword. Alright, what do we got here? Safe spot? Nope, that same cavern. Okay, we're leaving. Okay. Let us... Well... Okay. There's more stuff here. A couple different spots there. But we could just backtrack and hop back over. I think I might just do that, actually. Thank you, Ash. Yeah, let's just backtrack. We'll probably get enough to level up some people here soon in this next area. First off, let's go to this triangle, which will surely be not loaded with traps. There we go. Are they just war-songing each other? That's hilarious. We got some treasures at least. Potion. High potion. Alright. Go around this way. Got some more treasures over here. And no traps. How about that? It's so mad. Whoop. Whoop. Look at the treasure. Thank you. Leather gorget. I think I've already got stuff equal to that. Let me check. Oh, it's a thing. Okay. Ash can wear it, but nobody else can. Got it. Okay. I like that item, by the way, the manufactured nethicite. It's actually something that you can equip. And you don't need a license for it. But, I mean, it has all elemental damage against you, which is great. But if you equip it, you can't cast spells. Because it absorbs magic. I thought that was really clever the first time I saw it. I was like, that's neat. Like, it's an insanely powerful item early in the game, but it has that massive drawback. If you cast spells, you can't cast spells no more. We'll just go around. Look at that, your traps meant nothing. And I'm asleep. There we go. That's why I wanted the characters to have the ability to target anything that's attacking them. Because if the leader falls asleep, they don't target anybody, so I don't want everybody just standing around sitting on their hands. It's like, what we do. Nice. I have to get out of the fight before I can switch party members here. Ooh, there's a lot of them over here. Okay, chill out. I think Pinello just leveled up too. Alright. Yes, she did. Okay. So, switch these two out for these two, and we continue on. Nice. Meow. God, has this already been an hour? Wow. Ooh, there's all sorts of these guys over here. Okay. There we go. Pick up the loot. Don't forget that. We need to sell that. That's how we make money. Oh wait, that's the way I needed to go. Okay. Well, let me see what's over here. There's nothing over here. Okay, cool. Hello. We've come to kill you. Thank you. And both here's asleep. I would do that if it didn't end up making the entire party attack him. I'll just wake him up with... I don't have an awakening, do I? That's a problem. We'll just have Fran pop him on the head. There we go. Cool. I assume there's stuff up here. Yes? Maybe? Yaha! Okay. Well, I mean, with Balthier being able to have potion war, that's not as big of a deal, I guess. Not a big loss, I should say. Alright. I think this is where we need to go. Yes. The second desert. The first desert was so much fun. We added a second one. But hey, save point. Cool. And look what this is. Hello. That one wanted help. Sure. Urutan Yensa are all up in a panic about a creature on the Nam Yensa Sand Sea. Their blood enemy, it seems. One of them is asking for help. And Urutan Yensa asking for help. Whatever it is, it's gotta be bad, Kupo. You look pretty strong. Maybe you could have a swing at the thing, Kupo. Supposed to be something like a giant tortoise. Oh, good. He said he'd found some treasure of the Sand Sea too. Why, you might be able to claim that as a reward if you're successful, Kupo. It's gonna be an Adamantoise. Okay, so we ran into a few of those in my FFTA playthrough, and if you want to look back, you can take a look back at those things. Their defense is insane, and if they're anything like their FFTA counterparts, they are going to be a pain in the butt to fight, because I've got 4 physical jobs. 5 physical jobs? Really, my only spellcaster is Fran. So, yeah. Anyway. Let's just throw some battle lore at Vaughn for a bit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 4 increases to physical attack damage. Hopefully that amounts to something. Alright, for Balthier. We need him to be able to do things faster. Like, that's the thing we need. We need swiftness. Yeah, here's all the swiftness down here. Okay. So, let's go with Light Armor 8. Last Stand. Alright, cool. And we'll wait on anything else, I think. Yeah, I don't really have much else I can grab at the moment. Okay. Bran. I'm gonna grab maces too, because I have a feeling we'll run across a new mace. War Mage, yes. And Battle Lore, sure. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Bosch. The Blood Sword. Blood Sword is good. I love how I haven't even picked up Swords 1. Now I don't need it because I've got a Swords 3 sword. Let's grab Swords 4 just in case. We'll grab Shield 3. We'll grab Martyr. And Accessories 2, why not? Might as well make it so that everybody can wear the bangle at some point. Yes? Also, yes? Cool. And then... I don't have any magic yet. Let's grab Mystic 5. Why not? There we go. Alright, cool. Oh, right, Pinello. Phoenix Lores restore more HP. Yeah, sure. Ooh, yeah, I could give her that. So that she can equip the thing that I have. My brain just died. My HP is never full. That'll be useless. Ooh, yes. Give me a battle lore, please. Thank you. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Alright, these boards are getting filled out pretty well. Okay, equipment. Pinello, you needed a new thing. Get rid of that bangle. You don't need that. There. We'll give the bangle to Bosch. We'll give Fran the armlet. Yes. Alright, anything to optimize? Oh, the musk stick is a weapon. Okay. Sure. Alright. We are all set. Alright. This area is not nearly as bad of a maze, if I remember correctly. We just have to not die. The area is pretty big, if I remember. Oh, never mind. There's a little bit of a maze to this. It's not terrible, but that is a thing. I assume those two connect. I think I need to keep going west, if I remember right. So I would go here, turn, just keep following this path. That's got something. It has to. It's a dead end. That also has to have something right there. because it's all by itself in this area. But nice. That's a pretty decent amount of damage with a knife. I'll take it. Nice. Balthier, stop picking fights with the wildlife. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing good. Hello there. Nice. Give me your stuff. Okay. Just random trap in the middle of the sand. That's cool. Good thing I can see that. He is not very graceful with that mace. Like she has to put her whole weight into it just to be able to move it. Maybe that was the wrong weapon type for Fran. Kind of wish we could still get bows. We'll see. It's very obvious those license boards are incomplete because, I mean, there's those greatsword things that I can't get to and stuff like that. So, I'll have to see how that works. There's treasure down this area, isn't there? There isn't. How dare this game not have treasure at a dead end? Okay, continuing on. Oh, is that our Adamantoise? It looks like it is. Oh my god. It's an Orutan Eater. Yep, it's got Protect. Oh boy. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Alright, Fran. Can you slow it? Okay, you got slowed. Good. And then let's... let's cast... Thunder on it? I don't have Arrow, unfortunately. I wanted to cast Thunder and I cast Fire. I'm a genius. Okay, that didn't do much better. Alright, well, we'll just beat the absolute crap out of this thing. Come on. That 590 hit points. Come on, just die. Hey! The Urutan Eater has fallen. Alright, now to kill our friend. Alright, cool. Do I need to go back? I probably need to go back to turn that in. Vossler straggling behind. You killed the wild scourge of the Sand Sea, Kupo. Amazing! By the way, that Urutan Yensa from before, he just went by Kupo. Maybe he was going to look for that treasure for you? Unusually kind of him. He was headed for the Ogre Yensa Sand Sea. Cool, so we have to backtrack. Thanks. Alright, let's go see if we can find him. Probably not gonna have a quest marker for this. Yeah, no. A potion. Oh. Oh, hey. Look who it is. Were you off looking for a reward, Kupo? Did you find the treasure of the Sand Sea? Where is he going, Kupo? Alright. Back this way. Okay. I'm scared. Kupo, a gathering of the Urutan Yensa. A truly rare occurrence, Kupo. Kupo? Kupopo? Wait, what's happening, Kupo? Wait, no, they're gonna execute him? Don't do this. Creature would still be at large if it wasn't for his plea for help, Kupo. You shame us by seeking aid outside the tribe. Urutan Yensa are lords and masters of the Great Sea. We seek the aid of none. It was a howling of the sand to my ears. I condemn you to dust. What? What have you done, Kupo? You bring him back. Those who sully our name will be punished, be they foemen or kin. They must pay the honor price. There can be no forgiveness. Or destroy you too. But I am merciful. But you live to tell the world that the Urutan are not to be taken lightly. Now leave. That was disturbing. Bunch of berries hang from the flower. I got esker berries. That rogue Urutan, he wouldn't have been happy back with his clan, I'm sure of it, Kupo. That flower, it's rare to see one blooming in the Sand Sea, Kupo. Maybe the treasure that he found was this? I already picked it. There's a particularly dangerous avian known as the Garuda that's said to be quite unfond of this flower's scent. Good. Just what I needed to hear. I guess I can always come back and get more of those if I need them. That's kind of cool. Alright, time to continue murdering things. Hey. We continue level Aha! Meow. Cool. Okay, Ash has more hit points now, thank God. I'm just gonna wait on license points for a bit. Either level 16 or across the board, or when I get to the next section of the map. That's when I'll do licenses again. Because you don't really gain things fast enough for you to need the license board back and forth constantly, so at least that's the feeling I'm getting. Hey. Brrr. This is the super fast foot sounds. Alright. Where am I going? Right. Literally, I'm going right. Yeah, I could explore the rest of this later, I think. I mean, I'll eventually get back to Ravenaster. Once I do, I can explore a bit during, like, a grinding or something. Was that a crit, Balthier? How about that? Alright, cool. Everybody's at 15. See if we can't get everybody to 16 before we get to where we're going. Where are we at? Okay, we're here. I kind of want to see what's in this branch. I can also go down from here to get to this branch if I'm really curious. There's also a dead end over here. Right there. I kind of want to get. There's also a dead end right. Nothing here though. Fruitless dead end. Two arms. Also leveled up to what, 19? I think is what he's at now. Yeah, 19. Couldn't see where his level was for a second because I'm dumb. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. Go down this way. Hey there. How's it going? You've been murdered. That's a bomb. Mega bomb. Okay, we're just gonna avoid that. Vossler, don't touch it. Nice whiff. I beg of you, Vossler, do not touch that thing. Slow sucks. There we go. There are two traps right there, and there's no treasure behind it? That seems odd. Maybe it's over here. Oh, this is that dead end I wanted to take a look at. Okay. Oh. Hi. Cool, we killed the fishy. Oh, it had a gold needle. Oh god, that means it could probably petrify. I obtained balance. Is that magic? Is that a technique? Let's see. Balance is magic. Area damage equal to difference in caster's current and max hit points. Oh. Oh. Okay. We'll have to play around with the gambits to get that to work. Vossler. I swear, he's doing it on purpose. Oh god. Chickens. An axe beak. Okay. Good so far, yes. We go this way. Meow. Come here, you. Said come here. Hey, there we go. Ah, more axe beaks. I love the fact that these enemies just roll. Like, that's their main mode of transportation. Their legs are just for them to stop. Small feather. Nice. I keep hitting that to bring up the map, even though I can do that. Meow. Oh, where are you? There you are. I insta-killed it. Nice. I know I'm gonna get weapons that are better than this dagger, but I kinda just want to keep the dagger just for that insta-kill rate. Yeah, that was a lot of traps. Ow. Fran. You saw us hit like 3 of them. Come on. Oh, okay, hi. We still haven't come across any enemies that are weak to fire, so I haven't been able to see if Fran's gambit works. Hopefully that'll come sooner rather than later. Nothing there. I don't know what I picked up, but I picked up something. Oh, hello, have some treasures. Alright, cool. What do we got? A chopper, an embroidered tippet, and 309 gil. That sounds like equipment that I just got. Okay. Doubles experience earned. Okay. Yes, please. There you go. Also, Vaughn is done. We'll switch to Bosch. Okay. And then, what was the other thing I picked up? A chopper. Oh, it's a new dagger. On hit sap. Ooh. Need daggers 3. I assume I have the ability to get that license by this point. I don't? Question mark? There it is. Grab that. There we go. There we go. So now Vaughn can drain the blood of his enemies. Excellent. Alright. How we doing on experience for everybody else? Those two are almost done. Okay. Nice. Oh, right. I already have my map up. What am I doing? Well, that was certainly worth the detour. And the 4 traps that I triggered at the entrance. Oh, there's something up here. See it? There it is. Ooh, that's a decent chunk of change, too. This is absolutely worth it. There we go. This way. Okay. Come at me. Don't come at me. There's a lot of you. Oh, God. Oh, wait, we're good. We're good. We're good. My Bosch attack's so slow. Alright, there we go. Got a couple of treasures here. We got more money. And a soldier's cap. That is definitely equipment. Oh, these 2 are done. Also, Fran is out of magic, so good. Let's see. Soldier's cap. Light armor 4. Vaughn or Pinello should take it, because Balfier's is slightly better. I'm gonna have Pinello take it, since she's in the active party. Yeah. We're not done yet. There's more to explore up here. Yep, more stuff. Here we are. What's this? A potion. Okay. Kill them. Kill them all. Wow, there's a lot of enemies here. Hey, we got them all. Awesome. More stuff. Oh, yep, there's more stuff. What do we got? An ether, okay. Whoops. And almost 3,000 gil. Yes, please. That much gil by itself is a lot. Alright, we can advance the story now. Cool. Alright. 2 large feathers. Ooh. I had 12 of those in a row. Jeez. Small feather. Alright. Vossler. Vossler. Everybody wind up and swing at once. Whack! Alright, get back to where we needed to be. And then we need to follow this north. Vossler. My god. You and I are gonna have a talk. Oh! Hello there. Oh? Unusual to see people out here. Trying to catch some sandfish, but they're not biting. Why have you come to such a place? You seem to be adventurers, yes? Surely you did not come to hunt treasure in the Valley of the Dead. Valley of the Dead? Treasure hunter or no, you'd best avoid that place unless you care to tangle with an avian most dire. What I want to know is, are you outfitted for the desert? I'm something of a merchant. If there's anything you need, let me know. Cool. Take all of my stuff. Interesting. I'm gonna keep that. I don't know if that's important, but it has a Zodiac sign on it, so I'm not taking any chances. Ooh, 2 Phoenix Downs. Yes, please. Potions and Phoenix Downs. Okay, yeah. Generous supply of potions, handkerchiefs, and gold needles. Okay. And a pole. I figured it was going to be useless. Alright, what do we got? Oh, this is actually good equipment. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Okay. Oh, dang. Oh, my. Hello. Yeah, this is all good. This is all actually good equipment. Oh, no. Alright, what do we got here? Immune to sleep. God, they're selling some high-up accessories, too. Wow. No remedies, though. That's a bummer. I have 28 Phoenix Downs. Oh, also good magic? Oh, no. Do I have arrow? Do I have the ability to cast arrow? I think I would need to see Fran for that. There it is. Right there. Might as well grab that. Yeah, I'll grab. Yeah. I'll grab arrow, sure. Heck yeah. Alright, weapons. Weapons would probably be good right now. So, Lohengrin. Equip that. Doesn't have the chance to petrify, but that's fine. Got the musk stick already. Oh, I can get this mace. Okay. So, guns 3 and katana 2. Let's grab those. So, Balthier, guns 3. There we go. And then Ash, katana 2. Swiftness, sure. More hit points, sure. Okay. This actually seems like a good time to do licenses. I'm just short on the swiftness, so I'm gonna wait for Vaughn. This is where all of his battle lores are. It's all gambit slots. Yeah. What do I want to do here? Swiftness wouldn't be terrible. I did the thing again. Ooh, Fira. Yeah, that seems good. You're gonna need gambit slots. I can tell. We'll grab shields too as well. Why not? Bosh, what are we doing with you? Better shields, sure. This is all swords and shield stuff, but battle lore. Oh, I don't have enough. Alright, fine. It's magic lore, that's interesting. That's all magic lore. She's a samurai, why does she have all this magic boosting stuff? Weird. Okay. We'll hang on to that. Then Pinello. Yes. Also, yes. Alright, cool. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. Let's get those new weapons that I got licenses for. Serious? Okay, that's weird. Okay. Alright, everybody has the best weapon I can buy here. There we go. Cool. That was really weird. Okay, so now we have our weapons taken care of. Let's sell all the old ones. I had 2 of those, okay. Alright, and then nobody can benefit from these, so we'll sell those. And now we will buy new armor. Yeah, let's do fields first. There we go. Shields. Okay. And how much do I have? 7,800. Yeah, 3 of these. 1 for you, 1 for you, and 1 for you. Oops. One of these for you. There we go. And then we need 2 of these. One for you and one for you. There we go. Okay, sell the stuff that I just took off. Cool. Alright. And then, does that allow me to buy any hats? Kinda. Can't buy that many, though. Because I need 4. And I can only afford 3. So let's do these 2 first. Okay. Sell the 2 they just took off. Hey, that gives us enough. Cool. Alright. Get our balaclavas. For the 2 sky pirates, that makes sense. Cool. Alright. And then sell the hats that they had. Alright. That is cool. We got everything that we needed out of that. Please, dear God, let there be a save point. I'm kind of scared. Should I backtrack and make sure that I get to a save point? Or do I just go forward and hope there's a save point ahead of me? Because I just bought a lot of stuff. Oh wait, this auto-saves, doesn't it? Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, game. Okay. That's a temple. Now the question is, if I go back and then come into this place, do I get to save again? I mean, at least I can backtrack, right? I don't like what the music's doing. This seems like a boss fight. Oh, yep, it sure is. Hello there. You are Garuda. Okay. I cannot Libre you. Okay. What are those berries? Curious item detested by the alien known as Garuda. Let's see what it does. I think we're doing okay. I'm actually dealing a good chunk of damage. Am I over leveled? I think I'm over leveled. I keep missing though, so I can't be that in that good a shape. Hey Ash, I could use some help. Thanks. What? Was that it? But that was easy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think I overleveled. I mean, I'll take it, but uh-oh. Ooh. The ancient device stirs. I remember part of this dungeon.
Long ago, the gods granted their favor to King Wraithwall, who would oversee the subjugation of a vast territory spanning from Mordalia to Valendia. Here he forged the Galtean Alliance. Though he is called the Dynast King, upon establishing the alliance, he demonstrated compassion for his people and disdain for needless war.
Because of course.
He passed on to his successors, one that would bring peace and prosperity for hundreds of years to follow. It was during this time of peace that the city-states of Arcadia and Rosaria, each members of Wraithwall's alliance, took root and flourished. Wraithwall left 3 relics signifying descent from the Dynast King. Of these, the Midlight Shard was given to what would become House Nabradia, and the Dusk Shard to my ancestors, the founders of Dalmasca. The last of these relics was the Dawn Shard. It remained hidden here, known only to those of royal blood.
As though the Dynast King foresaw the very plight before us now.
None save descendants of the king are suffered within. If we attempt to enter without proof of such lineage...
There's no guarantee we'll make it out alive. Vicious beasts, fiendish traps, something like that?
Mm-hmm. But you must consider the prize. The Dawn Shard lies within, and Wraithwall's treasure.
And there was I, thinking this was going to be hard.
Hey, there's a save crystal. Alright, cool. Ooh, it's a teleport crystal, too. I have 6 teleport stones, and I haven't used any of them. This actually seems like a good chance to use one before we go into this dungeon. Let's go back to Rabanaster for a bit. I want to turn in my boss winnings for our Clan Centurio, and I actually kind of want to do a couple hunts, because I'm sure I've got a few available to me now. Ah, thank you, Mapmeister, for following. Alright, let's see here. I'm on the wrong side of town. Oh, wait, no, this is the only way I can get north. Duh. Stop running into walls. Okay. Alright, we're good. Straight shot this way. Also, can I buy teleport stones? I didn't even think about this. Hopefully I don't need to buy them. And yeah. I assume you can, but I have no proof of this. Hi, Mablanc. Oh. I guess I don't have any. No hunts to tell you about at the moment. Alright, fine. Hi, Kieran. And you're... Oh, you're a Numo! Oh, hey! The collection of information. Oh, okay. So if I'm having trouble finding a mark, I can... Oh my god, I'm being raided! Hello! Hello, those who are joining Mapmeister. That's the first time I've ever had that go off. That was... startling. Don't believe Ondor's lies. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. That was scary. Let me catch my breath a little bit there. Yes, welcome. I'm just spending some time in Rabinaster in between story beats. Hello, Shads. Thank you for following. Hope I'm having a good stream. I am having a good stream. I'm having a fun time. For those of you who have just joined me, I'm playing through Final Fantasy XII. I just got to the right up front at King Wraithwall's tomb, but I decided to hop back to Rabinaster just to do some hunts and have a little fun for an hour. Whisper fan, thank you for following. And so I'm just gonna hunt some things. I'm playing on the Switch, so this is the Zodiac Age version. I've done a little bit of weird stuff with my classes. Some of them make sense, some don't. Thextera. Alright, this one is, if I remember correctly, like right outside. Currently playing through 13 right now. Oh man, I haven't tried 13 yet, but I will get to it at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do them all on stream, but there's a significant gap in my Final Fantasy playthroughs. And I hope to fill those in as I go. Who am I supposed to talk to again? Sorry. But yeah, I'll get to 13 at some point. There you go. Gatsley at the Sandsea Tavern. Okay. So I need to look for Gatsley. You upstairs? You're Tomaj. Hey there, buddy. Yeah, late or not, I suppose you have heard your... Oh, right. I never collected my bounty for the tomato. Oh, another teleport stone. Nice. Alright, cool. Hullabaloo, the Knights of the Consul's fate, the explosions, the airships. Well, they say it was over some thieves that broke into the palace, but I don't fool that easy. They're hiding something. I know it. Love your radio voice. Thank you. I've never heard it called that before. Imperial finally left the palace, and good riddance. Can finally get some peace around here. That's what people come to the Sandsea for. Alright, where is this guy? Oh, there you are. Hey, Gatsley. You saw my bill? My bill to hunt Thextera? You're looking for Gatsley, you found him. I own a shop over in the bazaar, but times have been tough. So I put in an order for some new goods, hoping to stir up some business. But everything I own is collateral against that shipment. Trouble is, the beastie in the Western Sands been attacking the caravans. As it happens, my goods are supposed to be arriving the way of the Western Sand too. This Thextera were to attack over my goods. Please, you must kill Thextera for me. Accept the hunt and I'll tell you where to find it. How am I liking 12 so far? I love 12. The reason... if I am Ninja Kirby, what games do you play? Similar answer to two questions here. I typically play more... I like playing games that require a more tactical approach to them. When it comes to Final Fantasy specifically, my first Final Fantasy game that I really enjoyed was actually Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. And if you go to my YouTube channel, I have a full playthrough of FFTA uploaded from when I started around the anniversary of Tactics Advance. And my next Final Fantasy game after that was 12, because it was based in the same world. But I have never finished this game. So I'm playing it now. Western Sand is to the west, duh. I'm playing it now just to finally play through it for the first time. I do like Final Fantasy in general. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14. I just caught up with the story just a few weeks ago. And I've also been playing 3, Final Fantasy 3, Japanese 3, not US 3. And Final Fantasy 7 in my off time. My username Ninja Kirby. The Evilly Smoogles are amazing. I love them. And I love that Nono, who's in FFTA, is part of Balthier's group. It's really funny. Yeah, good to hear about Tactics. You only really heard bad things about it. I mean, it's not for everyone. The original Tactics for the PlayStation 1 was brutally hard, and I still haven't gotten through that one, but Tactics Advance I love. I love that game so much. And then when I was a kid, I also played a lot of Mystic Quest. Never got through that, but it's that's a whole other thing. That's not even Final Fantasy at that point. But yeah, I grew up on NES, Super Nintendo, and Genesis. So my username is obviously an allusion to the Kirby series. I've played all of the Kirby games to 100% completion. Thank you, Flawless. The GBA Tactics is close to your family situation story-wise. Yeah, I mentioned it in my playthrough. That game, I played that game at a really good point when... also, you're in a wheelchair. Aw, that's great. Yeah, it's nice to have those characters to connect to, right? Like, my whole thing back then was I was just using games as a form of escapism, and two of the characters in Tactics Advance also see Ivalice as a way to escape from the situation that they're in mentally, you know. And so I played that at a great time in my life when it actually impacted me. So it was nice to have that parallel to draw to. So yeah, Doned's a great character too. I like Doned. But yeah, I've played all the Kirby games to 100% completion. Kirby Superstar is still my favorite, and that's where I got the Ninja Kirby idea from, because Ninja Kirby is my favorite Kirby ability. And so... And, you love Kirby? That's great! I don't know when I'm going to play one next, but I will play them every once in a while, I'm sure. But yeah, the stuff that I'm playing right now, Kirby's are very chill to play, on stream. I have 2 days that I try to stream every week. Keyword is try. I've been on and off because of... It's been a busy time in my life right now, and I work full time, so... but my Sundays are kind of the longer games that I like to play, so thank you, Zero, for the follow. My Sunday game right now is, of course, Final Fantasy XII. I'm trying to play this 3 to 4 hours a day. Hopefully... Hello, Ash. I did not need to see that. Thank you. Hopefully I'll be able to get through it by the end of the year. That's the plan. Wednesday nights, about 6 p.m. Central, I also stream for about 2 to 3 hours. Currently, I'm going through Spyro 2, and I'm hoping to get through that here in the next stream or two. I have a list of games that I'd like to get through by the end of the year, and I want to get through the entire Spyro trilogy remade. And I'm hoping to also play through, I think, Ninja Gaiden's on the list. Backlog is enormous. Oh, I specifically started making lists to get through every year just because of my backlog. So this is a big part of my backlog right here is Final Fantasy. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to play after the Spyros on Wednesdays, but hopefully you'll be able to be here for that. If not, I upload all of my stuff onto YouTube if you want to watch it later. If Shads and I would combine our games list, you would not finish it ever. That's how I feel about my current game list. So I feel you. Oh. Fierce sandstorm halts your advance. Alright. Oh, you're twins? Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Hunt accepted. Gatsley explains the delivery. Okay, so... I can't advance that way. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, never mind. Twins on wheels. Whee! I need to go around this way. Okay. Woo! Take that. I mean, these are getting me license points still, so I'll take it. Alright, Vossler. Chill. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy, and like I said, I've got some older stuff on my YouTube channel. My first stream coming back to streaming last year was Golden Sun, both the original and Lost Age, which were a ton of fun if you want to watch that full playthrough. And I've also got some smaller games still on there. I have my first Spyro on there, and just some free play days that I did as well. I need to go this way in order to get to where that marker was. Yeah. Also, if you like some older Final Fantasy games and have not heard of it before, the Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta is coming up. I typically participate in it, though I don't stream often enough for me to stream my whole playthrough of it. But basically the idea is you play through Final Fantasy V with randomized jobs and have a donation incentive to donate to charity based on what happens during your gameplay. So I haven't decided on my donation incentive yet for my playthrough, but I am planning on playing through it with my randomized jobs being all melee, so no magic jobs whatsoever, just physical damage jobs. Also, that was my hunt. You're supposed to do that way earlier, and I just haven't. Yeah, maybe when I get to a point where I can stream more than twice a week, I could look into doing the 4-job fiestas. What jobs do I have for my characters? That is a good question. Let me show you that. So, some of them I kept to kind of what makes sense, and others I was just like, I wonder how this would work for this character. So, Vaughn is a Shikari. He uses daggers and light armor and all that, and I may have gone overboard with the battle lore. But I wanted to get down to the swiftness stuff so that he could act faster. I'll give him another battle lore too. There we go. So he's got a lot of battle lore and just some daggers that he's using. Balthier is a machinist. I just kept him as a gunner at this point. And so he's got headsman to gain MP. He's got last stand, but mostly just stocking him up on light armor capabilities at the moment. Fran is a red battle mage, which I was hoping for rapiers or something of the like. No, she gets maces, which is interesting. But also great swords. I'm interested to see how that works. Bosch is just a straight up knight, fits his character. I've got mostly some hit point buffs for him, but I'm just kind of meandering on his license board. I don't know what I'm really gonna have him do. Ash is a Bushi. So she's got mystic armor and a lot of HP buffs. I think she has the most hit points out of my entire party at this point. I also grabbed this for the golden amulet so she can get license points fast. And then Pinello's a monk. So she has right now not a whole lot, just a lot of hit points. And she gains MP after dealing and taking damage, which I saw some like white magic on the outskirts of her board, so I was like, oh, once I have the ability to get to that, she could also be a healer, which will be nice. So yeah, that's what I've got so far. Speaking of, I should probably get Ash some more hit points, because why not? I'm not sure what the magic potency is for. Also, she can get Blood Sword, which is interesting. Does she get like white magic or black magic or something? I remember seeing some sort of magic on her board. Where did I see that? She gets a ton of magic lore. This is weird. Oh, anyway. Let's grab... Oh, she probably gets Shades of White as well. Light Unseeing. Oh, that's cool. She can attack while blind. That's actually really neat. Alright, I got nothing else really here, so let's just grab Mystic 4 since she's got Mystic 3 right now. Okay, cool. And then the rest I can wait on. Thank you for bringing me back here. Let me turn this quest in. Yeah, I know there's a lot that I haven't unlocked yet, because I know this game is huge. You saved me and my wife. This isn't much, but I wanted you to thank it for helping us out. Another teleport stone, good. Also a head guard, which I could probably sell. Well, it's time I headed back to my shop. Say you should stop by sometime. Maybe I'll have a little something for you. I'm afraid it won't be much, so don't go too far out of your way, but if you happen to be near the bazaar, say hello. Agreed? Yeah, that sounds good. Yep. Okay. Ah, here we go. Nidhogg. Do you have a preferred party crew yet, or are you just trying to equally use everyone? Sadly, never really used Pinello in any of your playthroughs. I'm bouncing back and forth. Trying to keep them all at about the same level. I've got Vossler just kind of tagging along at the moment. If I were to pick what my party would be at the moment, I'd probably say Vaughn, Ash, and probably Balthier would be my party of choice at the moment. I need to get Balthier at a point where he can attack faster, because his gunplay is really slow. Ash is a beast. Yeah, I mean, look how many hit points as I have on her at the moment. She will destroy people. Flowering Cactoid. Petitioner, Dantro at the Damaska Ester Sand. Spiteful beast threatens desert travelers and now fixes its gaze upon our humble camp. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So, yeah, I figured that's where it would be. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Wraith is petitioner is here in Milla, or here in Raminaster. One of the children saw a ghost. Now he's so frightened he's locked himself in an abandoned house. That sounds like a poor choice. Alright. Oh, okay, they're in Lowtown. Makes sense. Okay. And Nidhogg. Offen Bujerba. Okay. Fierce Roxas running amok in the Lusu mines. We are too scared to go inside. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, right out front of the mines. Makes sense. Okay. Cool. We'll do that. Alright, so we need to go to Lowtown. So let's see if I remember how to get to Lowtown. There we are. So go up and then to the right. I just love the music in this game too. Like all the music for the Evil East games are just so good. Part of why I was so excited to play this. Oh, is the Wraith like right there? That'd be funny. Are you... No, you are not. How about you? There's Milla. You've come about the bill? Wonderful. I started to think I posted it in vain. I'll not mince words. A child has shut himself inside this house because he's frightened of a ghost he says he saw in the neighborhood. He said he'd come out if I got rid of this ghost, so I went looking for it to humor him, you see. Imagine my surprise when I found it was real. There was no way I could deal with it on my own, so I needed to call in a hunter. Will you hunt this ghost for me? Sure. Thank you so much. I saw the ghost in Garamscythe Waterway, just down through Storehouse 5. Okay. Apparition called the Wraith. I think it came to avenge the cruel slaying of rats and other poor denizens of the waterway. I'm not pointing fingers. It doesn't really matter who did these things, but this apparition is here and it must be dealt with. I leave it to you. It's just a ghost that's just an amalgamation of rat ghosts. That's hilarious and terrifying. The Rat King ghost. Okay, so Garamscythe Waterway is just across the way. We need to go this way. Whoop, whoop, yep. Okay. We're getting close. I just went right by it, even though I have the map in the top right corner. Alright, to the waterway. Alright, where is said ghost? View map. Oh, okay, it's right here. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go. Let's go kill a ghost. There it is. See how long this takes to kill. Oh, it's got Doom. Oh, no. Alright. That was it. Okay, good. Alright. Bosch is gonna die here in a little bit if we don't get to a save crystal first. Can we get to the save crystal before Bosch dies? That is the true test. Oh, wait. Is he not doomed anymore? Oh, no, he's still doomed. Okay. I'm sure he'll be fine. Hey, we killed your ghost. You've done it. You've defeated the Wraith. Thank you so much. The ghost is gone? Oh, right. Gone for good. This young man hunted it for us. Oh, you finally come out, my little Deeg. Papa, these people got rid of that ghost for me. Deeg is sorry for worrying you, Papa. Not easy being jovial with my son locked up in a vacant house, but now all is well. It should not be so hard. You're a huge Final Fantasy fan. Played all the mains except for 1 through 6 and 11. Oh, okay. So you've. Okay, so you're more of the later half of Final Fantasy. Okay. Super excited for 16. 16 looks so good. Like, just from the trailer they showed, I'm super excited. Whoops. Went through that a little fast. He does look happy, I'll admit. Thanks in large part to you. Oh, you didn't Heavens, it wasn't my child. If you gotten the wrong impression, I apologize. Please take this in advance for your take this in thanks of your successful hunt. There's a little something there from our jovial friend as well. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what they do with 16 after what 15 did. 15 was actually really well done, I thought. I haven't played through it yet, but what I have played I enjoyed a lot, and I need to get back to that as well. I'm more familiar with the earlier stuff. I've played through 1, 2, 4, and 5. Currently playing through 3. I've played a little bit of 6, but I haven't gotten anywhere close to beating it. That game is very long. But I have not really played much of the PlayStation 1s. I've played through 10, and I'm currently playing through 12, obviously. 13 I haven't touched yet, though, so... Like I said, I'm more familiar with the earlier stuff and kind of the offshoot games, like Mystic Quest and Tactics and stuff like that. I haven't played Crystal Chronicles yet. I need to do that at some point. There's a couple good ones. I need to go to... I think it was Esther Sand? Yeah. There we go. Hey, how you doing, Hurdy? I'll see you in A2 here soon. Oh, right. I haven't gotten rid of Doom yet. Bosch is just like, guys, I'm going to die. There we go. I'll go ahead and save. Why not? There we go. I'm a hedge knight now. Nice. That means I need to go see Mont Blanc here soon. Let's see here. Clan Primer. This was this map. There we are. That's the correct button. Okay, so I need to go through that huge area up to the north. Okay, got it. Away! I'm just gonna book it across. I am so glad these PlayStation 1 and 2 era, there we are, Final Fantasy games are getting fast forward functions. Makes this infinitely easier to play through, because otherwise it'd be like 40 some hours. Which I'm still probably going to spend 40 some hours playing this game, but... Alright, which of you do I need to talk to? You don't have a name. You have a name. You hear about the bill I posted? That's the first good news I've heard all day. You'll hunt the flowering cactoid for me. Yeah, I guess so. That's what I wanted to hear. So let's tell you what you need to know. Probably saw some creatures that look like cactuses on your way here from Ravenaster. Speak of the devil. There they are. Seen them before, right? Mostly they came to themselves. Mostly. Every now and then, a different sort of cactoid comes along, has a flower on its head. They're the troublemakers. Smarter than your average cactoid, and they have a taste for blood. Can't count how many times they've attacked the outpost. They don't dare attack while I'm on watch. Tried that once, learned their lesson. Ah, look, there it is now. Look at it wiggle. It wiggles so evilly. Flowering cactoid's the one up front. Look at it there. Mocking us. They did a number on this poor Seek's belongings, too. Needles everywhere. I'd hunt it down myself, but I'm stuck here on watch. Asked a passing merchant to submit the bill for me, and that's where you come into the story. Flowering Cactoid's been lurking out in the Yardang Labyrinth. Do us all a favor and hunt it down for me. The hunt begins. Oh, and when you kill it, don't forget to take the flower. The apothecaries can make a potent salve from its petals. Alright, cool. Where is that? I don't know where the labyrinth is? Oh, okay. It's just that area. Got it. Okay. Go through second right. Got it. The addition of fast forwarding is amazing. I really do hope they continue to incorporate it as well. It's especially with the older, like the older like NES and Super Nintendo Final Fantasies that required you to grind in order to be able to complete it. Fast forward is a godsend. Hello, Cluckatrace. Goodbye. Well, I mean, if they want to be the aggressors, we will kill them. They are literally dealing 0 damage. But again, they give license points, so I will take it. Hey there, little guy. How's it going? Ow. You get back here. Where do you think you're going? Hooray! Cool. Oh, we made this one mad. Alright, cool, we got it. Alright, back to the camp. Then we go back to Bujerba. Yeah. It gets a little hard to control when you're fast forwarding sometimes. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Wrong box. That's a cactus flower. Wish it could have been there when you put that overgrown cactus in its place. Here's your bounty. I know it's not much, but it's the best I could do. Thanks for your help. 10 potions? Okay. I will gladly take 10 potions. Oh, whoop, wrong turn. Nope, that's not the way I need to go. I need to go this way. Here we go. Yeah, this is correct. We're just gonna... We're just gonna let Vossler take care of what he needs to take care of. Get his aggression out. He'll be fine. Alright, cool. Let us... see here. These are already basically turned in, right? Yeah. Okay. That's 5. I've got 4 of them done. Let us... Hey, Hurdy. I need to go to... I guess the bazaar would be the closest one, wouldn't it? Yeah. Might as well go see what that one guy has on sale, too. Where am I? There I am. Hello. Oh, he doesn't actually act as a shop. Okay, I can just talk to him, I guess. That's cool, though. That's fine. Let's see. Oh, I can get gauntlets now. Okay. I will have to pick up Decoy, at least. Love how Moogles look like in this Final Fantasy. Yeah, the Evilise ones are just so good. And unlike every other Final Fantasy, the Moogles actually want to interact with people. Because, yeah, if it's like they mention it in 14 as well, but it's like only the pure of heart really get to interact with the Moogles, whereas in Evil East they're just like, nah. Moogles are just part of life. Pretty great. They're your engineers and tinkerers and whatever else you need them for. They've got good heads on their shoulders. Koopa, you're a hedge knight already? You've been burning the midnight oil, Koopa. Clan Centurio knows how to treat its hardworking members, Koopa. Here, reward for your accomplishment. 2 more teleport stones. Keep up the splendid work. I'm a rear guard already? Okay. 3 remedies. Nice. Any big marks? The Cluckatrice. Horrible monsters come to the plains, terrorizing our poor cockatrices. Something must be done. Heck yeah. Alright. Right. That area. Yes. I will absolutely do that. And then I guess I get a new special mount or special mark for each rank. Oh god. Not another Adamantoise. Okay. Alright, so you're gonna be way on the other side of Bujerba. Okay. I mean, I'm sure both of them are gonna be in the mines, so I might as well pick them both up at the same time. Alright, so I need to go to Giza Plains. Let's see. Go back this way. Learn how to read a map. Hello, attendant. I need to go to Giza Plains. And I'm gone. Go ahead and save while I'm here. Well, so much for having to worry about my teleport crystal back. Got so many now. Here we go. Okay, yeah, I just go straight south. Probably missed a potion. Darn. Alright, tell me all about this evil Cluckatrice. Oh, hey, Nutsy. How you doing? Yeah, sure. I'll buy the Giza Plains map. Why not? I was probably almost done completing it, but oh well. Okay, who am I looking for? Look at them all! Probably you. Are you here about the bill I posted? It's high time someone came. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this creature. Our cockatrices are terrified. They hardly eat, they won't go for walks. Their nerves are shot. Poor dears are starting to fall ill from it. Well, will you get rid of this creature for me? I certainly will try. Wonderful. I thought you'd say yes. Now, let me tell you just what's going on. A vile creature called a Cluckatrice has made its nest in the land to the east. Recently, its eggs hatched, and now it's viler than ever. What's worse, the Cluckatrice shies away when people approach. Clever, this one. For our sake and the sake of the cockatrices, kill the Cluckatrice and every one of its foul brood. The hunt begins. Giza's North Bank. It's not much of a bank during the dry, but you'll find it southeast of the village. Cluckatrice's nest must be near there, but I have no idea how to go about drawing it out of hiding. Try as I might, I haven't come up with anything. Perhaps you should ask the children. They're often out on the plains. Maybe they can help. Right. The children. You, child. You don't have anything important? Okay. Child. Nope. Gonna make sunstones. Okay. Rains washed up a tree. What's blocking the path? Maybe the next rains will wash it away. You? Ah, there you are. Okay, so if I approach the small ones, the big one will defend it. That makes sense. Duh. Okay. Alright, so now we poke it and hope we don't die. Also, if this thing's name is Clesta, I'm running. Oh, there's 3 markers? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, I guess I will go this way and see what those 2 markers are first. Oh my god. Vossler, chill, please. Oh wait, can I recharge my Dark Crystal? Oh, okay, no. It's like, wait a minute. That would have been really funny. Okay. Where is this thing? I wonder why one of the markers is on that. That's interesting. Second marker is a little bit further east of here. Maybe it's just a glitch or something. Who knows? Oh yeah, it's like right here. Not seeing anything here either. So let's go this way? Because the other marker is down here. Oh, maybe this is showing all the different possibilities? Maybe there's like 3 different areas that it goes to. Alright. Well, let's try this direction. And if I don't see it immediately, I'll just do the other hunts and come back to this later. It'd be somewhere around here, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's by the Duskstone over here. Oh, I betcha. Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to make another Duskstone. Because they do mention that. You can get another one. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Where was that one kid? Do ya? Sure, let's make another one. Here we go. Alright. Let's go this way. Use this on the 2 that are marked. Okay. Didn't do as much as I thought I would. It did. I think I am supposed to do it this way. Okay. So I need to go north. Yeah, that one way up here. We're just gonna completely ignore that we're being attacked. I'm sure Vossler's fine. Yep, Vossler's doing okay. He's good. Alright, and then the third one was over there, yeah. Okay. South then east. South, there we go. Then east. And then east again. Beep beep coming through. Don't have time to chat. Oh, not quite. Vossler's just gonna be Vossler. He'll just kill things. Alright, and then whoops. There we go. Ah, south of us. Good. That should be the last that I need. We'll just let Vossler do his thing. There. There we go. You obtain a sunstone. Now what? I assume it has something to do with this marker here. Right? Kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit. Okay. Maybe we need to turn that in? Whoops. I'm still very confused. I assume this is where it would be. In that divot there. See if we can't talk to some kids again. Like a big chick sitting there sunning itself. Very big bird came out of nowhere. Okay. Hold down in the beak. Uses north bank to the southeast of the village. Alright, one of the children must know then. 2 seasons, dry in the rains, okay. That's the rains kid. Dark crystals, making sunstones, okay. Got the sunstone. I'm just, Going out into the plains. Okay. I have talked to every child in town and still am no closer to what I'm supposed to be doing here. So... Maybe down there? Okay, so those markers were just from the Sunstone. That had nothing to do with the Clickatrice. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well then. What do we do here? Do I kill the nearby enemies, maybe? If they're scared to come out, maybe if I kill these wolves? See one? No? That didn't seem to do anything. Alright, well. I'm getting close to wrapping up here, so. What are you? He's a friend, apparently. Hey. How you doing? Okay. Alright, well, let's go back up towards Ravenaster then, and, figure this out later. We'll go over to Bujerba and take care of what we need to there. Oh, good job, me. There we go. Bujerba! We'll do these two hunts and then call it a day. Alright, so first hunt person is down south of us in that little alcove. Turn left here. Oops, turned too early. And here somewhere, if I remember correctly. If my memory has not failed me already. Street kid. Looking for someone with a name. None of you have names, okay. Oh, you're a vendor. Okay. Oh, you've got arrows and shots. Okay. God, these guys are everywhere. Might as well... Whoops, that was the wrong button. There we go. I might as well sell off all this stuff. There we go. Sweet kid. Another Bujerban. 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 Hey, there you are. You've spoken with Montblanc, Kupo? You'll accept my request? You'll hunt the rock toys? Yep. I'm Pilica. Me and Montblanc have been friends for a long time. That's why I went to him. You see, it's kind of embarrassing, but I had this rock toys I was keeping as a pet, Kupo, but he ran away. I'd given up on finding him, then I started hearing rumors about a giant Titan toys wreaking havoc in the mines, Kupo. Then I realized, it's him! It's my pet! I just know it. My little toy slipped into the mines, and he absorbed magitite energy, and he got all big and violent, Kupo. I'd go get him back myself, but the mines are awfully big. I'd get lost, Kupo. I'd get a friend to help, but I'm so embarrassed. That's why I wrote Montblanc, and here you are. And my little rock toys, well, he's not little, but he's in Site 2 of the Luzu mines. Go get him. Alright, this sounds like a terrible idea. We're gonna kill your pet. Sorry, man. Oh, I need to go to the technique shop. See what they've got here. See if there's any techniques I can pick up that I could actually use. Hello, Cleo. Charge. Oh, right. Oh, poach would be nice, but God, it's expensive. Yeah, I'll pick up charge. Will I use it very often? Probably not, but I mean, if Fran's really my only magic caster, and if she drops to 0 MP, it might just be worth it to have her just keep doing charge until she gets it. See, does she even have that ability yet? There it is. Grab that. And yeah, might as well grab an extra gambit slot. Just so she has the ability to use it. And now she's got 7 of these things, but that's fine. Self. I need to go to the gambit shop. Luckily, it's on the way. Look at that. I planned this. Alright. Let's see here. We need self MP at like 0 if we can get that. God, there's so many of these. Self MP. I guess MP less than 10%. That's the closest I can get. Cool. Okay. So now... Whoops. That's not the gambit menu. That's the gambit menu. Now I can do self MP less than 10%. We will use charge. There we go. That can only end well when she fails to charge that like 50 times and dies. I love the Gambit system. It's so great and so obnoxious at the same time. You never knew how to set the AI. I'm still learning, honestly. It's not easy. Are you Parvir? You're the look of someone new. You would do well to hire us if you wish to enter Lusu. Of course, not today, for the mines are closed. We'll see how closed they are. Let's see. Yeah, neither of you have names. Would you like to buy a map? I really don't need the map, actually. Thanks. You must be the guy I'm looking for. You have looked at the board. You have seen my bill, and you have come to kill the Nidhogg. Yes, I have. Ah, what great fortune. Please listen. There have always been many Roxas, what you call fiends in Lusu, held at bay by a paling. Paling? But the paling has fallen. No, it seems rather that some Murka has broken it. Now something most terrible has come out. Yes, a Nidhogg, previously sleeping deep within the mines, has come to the surface. It is beyond even us Parvir guards to defeat it. Please, Patra, defeat this Nidhogg. Find it where the shaft splits into two ahead. Our prayers go with you. Okay, I know which area it's talking about there. Yeah, I might as well, since I have a little time here to talk about it. So, basic rundown about how gambits work, using Vaughn here as an example. They are in priority from top of the list to the bottom of the list. So, if an ally is at HP less than 30%, Vaughn will use a high potion. Otherwise, he will target the nearest visible foe with an attack. That's all those gambits do. It's just a series of if-then statements for each character. So, Fran has the longest one, I think, of all of my characters, except for the guest. So, first thing it's going to check is her MP less than 10%? If it is, she uses charge. Then it goes back to the top of the list. If that's not true, it will drop to the next one. Is anybody's hit points below 50? If so, she'll cure. If not, it'll check if any enemy has the oil status and cast fire. If not, are any enemies weak to fire? Then cast fire. If not, is the party leader targeting something? I'll attack it. And then, because I forgot to do this on her, if not, if there's an enemy targeting her specifically, she will attack that enemy. So that's what her whole list does. You can have multiple lists. I'm only using one at the moment. But yeah, that's how the whole system works. It just kind of cycles through it every opportunity it gets. You eventually, if you max out your board, you get like 16 of those. I've never seen that many used, and I'm terrified of what that would look like. But for example, there are some ways you can shortcut that. So like Balthier right here, I have a status poison, so if any of my allies are poisoned, he uses an antidote. I technically don't need it to say if an ally is poisoned. I can just have it say, use it on an ally. And he won't use the antidote until it's effective. So I just have that there as a reminder for what that's for. I don't know. Alright, so Nidhogg is after this section here. I'm actually going to turn Bosch's Gambits on, so he can just target things as we go. He'll just automatically target enemies as we go through this. This is how I grind, by the way. it's not here where this area splits into two. Oh, we're going this way. Okay. I think this is actually the right way to go now that I think about it. Yeah, it is. Alright, cool. Good decision, Bosch. Alright, Vossler leveled up. He's now level 20. That seems a bit high for what we need it for, but that's fine. Vossler went off on his own. That's fine. He'll deal with that. Alright. Don't step on the thing. Vossler, I'm watching you. Hey! That just leaves Ash waiting for level 16. She's pretty close. 1,000 experience. That's not too bad. About 20 of these enemies, I assume. Somewhere around there. Probably a little less than that. I don't know. About 20, actually. There's Nidhogg. Alright. Vossler with the 5-hit combo. That was cool. Whoops. Missed. Nice. Vossler is getting absolutely bodied. And now he's poisoned. Come on, Nidhogg. Hey, there we go. Nidhogg has been vanquished. Alright, let's antidote here. There they are. I got 39 of them. I think I can spare one for Vossler here. There you go, buddy. Alright, and then let's find out where this turtle is. Okay, so I need to go north. Oh, that cave. Yeah. Okay. To the cave! Cool. Oh, more skeletons. Hey! That's a level up for Ash. Cool. Alright. Nice, get a little healing from those. Alright, we need to go this way. We're getting a good chain going. Too bad it's gonna be destroyed once we get to this turtle. That's Pinello at 17. Okay, so let's swap her with Balthier, I guess. Both of my Libra characters, because why not? There it is. There's the big boy. Alright, big boy, let's go. Okay. Let's slow things down a bit, why don't we? Right, Fran. Okay. Fran. It's weak to... Oh, I was going to say, the Rocktoise is weak to Holy? No, it's the Defender. Oh, Vossler. We should probably... went to the cave entrance and did fire attacks. Yeah, I mean, that's also totally fair. Let's just destroy this thing. How about that?
You're going to love this one.
We'll just cutscene him to death.
Heads up!
There we go.
I must be strong.
Dang. That was cool. Hey, there's a charge. Hey, there's a charge. 2 in a row. Maybe get this off really quick because I'm short on time here. There we go. That'll give me some more time. I think I've probably already killed it by now, but I want to see how high I can do the damage. Yep, I'm out. I'm out. Yep. Rip. Oh well. Wind burst. Nice. $7,218 damage and it's still alive. Oh god. Oh no. No, 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 no. Thank you both for curing me. 45 chain. That is very impressive. Hey, we killed it. Yeah, I know there's probably stuff later in the game that makes it easier to chain those, but just point blank shot it. It was like, I'm done. Alright, cool. Let's get the heck out of here. Also, let's just not have gambits on. Well, actually, I can just flee. I don't even have to worry about the gambits being on or off if I use flee. If you're wondering why I'm not sprinting yet, it's so I can navigate these very narrow turns. Once I get out to here, though... Just the sound of the skeleton shuffling behind you. It's so good. Alright, turn those both in, and that'll be the end of the stream today. Alright, I have to go this way. Turn this way. And go through this way. There we go. We made it alive! Hooray! Except for Vossler. Hooray! That's what he gets for attacking everything in sight while we were trying to explore. Alright. Got some more levels. Gonna turn this stuff in while I'm here. They defeated the Nidhogg? Ha! Most glorious of days. Now I hope they will reopen the mines. Here, a gift from the miners. Okay. That's a decent chunk of change. Take this too as a memento of the service you have done us. It is a Nidhogg malting, very good powdered and eaten, very invigorating. Alright, I'll take your word for it, buddy. Yeah, my earlier fight I had against Judge Geese last stream, I just got a 5 chain, which is, you know, not hugely impressive, but not terrible either. And I ended up basically one-shotting him with 7,600 damage. Hey, Pelka. Thank you, Kupo. What a pal, Kupo. And look, my pet has learned his lesson and come home. You know the Rabtoon parodies? I do not. I've not heard of that before. Oh, he's so tiny! Check the one on FF12. I will take a look at that. His name is Carbo. Hello. My pet, his name's Carbo. I know, Kupo, I know. It's not good to keep a pet in secret. I'm really sorry for what happened. I'm gonna move to some place where we can both live in peace, Kupo. Here, set this as a token of my thanks. And thank my block for me, too. Survival vest and 2 high potions. Very nice. This is a blind play. Kinda, sorta. I've played some of it. I've played a good chunk of it before. I've never finished it, though. So... yeah, I want to say the furthest I've gotten is about, like, halfway through the game, but I can't say that for certain because I haven't really looked up any guides or anything. So... I don't want to label it as a blind playthrough because I know some of the stuff. Like, the dungeon we're about to do, I know bits and pieces of it. But I don't know the whole thing. So, yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag there. I will enjoy the parody. I will take a look at it then after my playthrough, I promise. I will make a note. But, on that note, let us go ahead and wrap up today's stream. Thank you very much for joining me. I was very surprised by Matt Meister's raid. Thank you so much. Thank you to those of you who followed and kept watching. I'm going to go ahead and end my recording for YouTube here. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Look forward to the next Final Fantasy XII video.